Hey guys, let's talk about SEO. Thank you so much for watching my videos. This is Sergio Terreros with 1111 Media, Hispanic influencer. I do marketing, advertising, and experimental marketing campaigns for companies, local, regional, and nationwide in the United States. So let's get started with SEO. If you are not familiar with the term SEO, it stands for search engine optimizations, meaning let's make it let's make it easier for Google and Facebook, sorry, Google and Yahoo, Bing, and all search engine uh, tools to find my website easier. Why you want to do that? Well, if you want business coming to you through your website, you need to do that. Now, with that said, I want to talk about Spanish language SEO. Why is so important? Why do you need Spanish SEO? And we need to make sure that we have it. In 2019, this is the why. And then the next topic is going to be what to do. Okay. First of all, in 2019, Google changed the algorithms. Then the name of the algorithm is BERT. Okay. So what happened is, and there's been different changes. Okay. If you're not familiar with your marketing agency, they're talking to you about this, you should reconsider it. However, so in 2018 it changed. So what it changed? Well, first of all, when we start with Google, everything was around keywords. Okay, the keywords. Put keywords in your website. Keywords is the key. Then Google changed the algorithm one more time, and it was about links, backlinks. Hey, if you link with other websites, you know, Google understands that you're very popular, and then it drives you traffic. Then the thing changed about a couple years ago, and it's not what it wasn't only about links and keywords. They start checking how long people stay there. See, visitors, bounce rates, and of course they start looking. Then they start looking into phrases, not keywords only. All these transitions been happening in the past years, but now they have these new algorithms, BERT, and BERT basically what they do, they understood, they understand now, they understand the past, right? It's 2018, but they understand now that something that I type in Texas probably doesn't mean the same thing because there is slangs there, the sayings in other regions like California or Utah or North Carolina or wherever, Illinois, that means totally different. So what happened is, okay, so we need to understand that because the Red Boots probably is a team in North Carolina, a soccer team or football team, and in Texas it's just Red Boots. What they mean? I know the keyword, I have the keywords, but it means what it's supposed to mean. So now Google understand the sayings, the new or the regional communication in the states. So how that affect what you need to do? Well, what you need to do is incorporate. saying or more particular phrases and the way the people talk by region. But in the same time, Google start looking into the Spanish language. Say, look, there is a lot of bilingualism, something that we call Spanglish, going on with the search engine. So how do we work that? So they included import, and now Spanglish, they've been very perceptive and they're tracking Spanglish language. When you do like for example, you look at tortillas and in Google, hey, and tortillas around me, that's Spanish. Okay? So Spanish should be a focus from 2022 and up. It is trackable, its SEO is doable, and you want to convert and put a lot of effort right now because it's not too crowded. Okay. Now you have a blog, you have a website. Let's say for the guys that have already a marketing agency, a digital marketing agency, working your SEO. If they don't know Spanish, it's gonna be too hard for them. They will just don't understand it. The Spanglish aspect. But what you need to do, one is get your Spanish website. First thing first. It's not a blog, it's not a landing page, a website, full developed web. If you have the money, you should have two websites, one in English and one in Spanish. Okay? Uh, because it will make it easier for Google to understand. For Spanish consumer, Spanish speaking consumer, find your website. See, if I don't speak English, why Google will want to recommend it or will recommend your website? So that's one thing, guys. Start using multiculturalism on your favor. Create a Spanish website. The other thing that we recommend, oh, well, what you need to do, no recommendation, you need to, is Spanish SEO. Now that you have your website, now that it's up and running, okay, let's start creating your blog. You need a blog in Spanish. You can. It is possible. It is doable, and actually, I recommend that. Your English content, make a translation, but then you have to hire someone to speak fluent in Spanish because you need to do an interpretation of what you're saying. Don't use Google Translator, big mistake. But as soon as you translate, make the translation the right way. Okay. SEO is about blogs. Then, because you want people, blog is not about the blog, of course, keywords, but you want people to stay. Remember, time in your website is as equal important than the keyword. If they bounce, they go leave your website in less than a second. That is bad traffic, and we will affect your rank. So, blogs, that's one thing. The other thing to improve your Spanish SEO is Spanish content, Spanish video. If people understand the video and stay longer, one more time, will help your rank. Third, press releases. When you send the press release, you can use newswires, you can use other things. You create a lot of backlinks, and you want backlinks in your website. If you know what the backlink is, uh, what basically is a other website linked to yours. So you want to do that. Then uh, the The last one that I would recommend is when you index your website. This probably you're gonna need an IT guy. All this all this information will not apply if you use Wix, Square, or other of those platforms. They are very limited in SEO, will not work. They will work if your website is in WordPress, PHP, HTML5, other language, but not for Wix, Square, or the GoDaddy thing. So that is for beginners. You wanna really keep up what's happening, you should get a professional website. So that's one thing. So this is why Spanish is also important, because Google now is a thing. Now exists. Now it ranks you in Spanish content, and now reads it and help Spanish uh, speaking users to find your website. So go ahead, let's make this new year the best year of your business. Now we're talking about half a half, guys. Hispanics and Anglos are a huge chunk of the consumer in 2022. Best practices for those is to have both uh, audiences bringing money to your business. Thank you for thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Questions you shoot me. Find me in any social media as Hispanic influencer. I will answer for free. Thank you so much, guys. See you guys next time. Oops.